Friedrich Nietzsche understood that humanity was on an evolutionary path towards what he called in German the Übermensch, or the Overman. The Overman is the man or woman who is continually overcoming himself and his previous limitations. To overcome oneself is the process of continually dying to the old and being reborn to the new. He could see that the only way to overcome the nihilism and existential terror that comes with being radically self-aware was to overcome the petty, animalistic, tribalistic, mind, body, and spirit that has characterized the herd of humanity throughout recent history. To overcome the humanity of the marketplace, its short-term orientation and focus on the base elements of our cosmic and alchemical potential. The reason overcoming this has been proven to be easier said than done is that when I confront myself and see the truth about how animalistic my behavior as a human is, how so much of it is lived in fear, judgment, and survival, when I confront that, then I see the only way to overcome it is to not be it. Nietzsche understood that humanity was capable of so much that once we overcome ourselves, there would be an infinity to continue to overcome, like an infinitely layered onion of self-realization. He understood that this process was the antidote to the depression and misery of the human condition, which couldn't be satisfied by what the marketplace could offer. For the majority of creatures on this planet, evolution is something that happens to you. For the Overman, that evolution is something that we can learn to be partners with. Evolution is a process we cooperatively work with to live a life of awe, meaning, beauty, substance, freedom, and connection to the unfolding miracle of the universe. This process is the same as the never-ending process of enlightenment. The Overman is a being who is only ever a bridge to the next Overman, meaning he is a bridge to his higher self and a bridge for others to become their higher selves. A bridge to his children. He's never the Overman in its final state. He is a process, not an achievement. This places us in the middle of an evolutionary chain, never ahead or behind, but balanced in humility to the truth, which is that the consciousness that is experiencing itself through us all is never ahead or behind itself, only ever here, now. Nietzsche's understanding of the Overman came to him without a formal spiritual practice, without meditation, prayer, or plant medicines, but through the power of intellect and contemplation alone. Regardless of whether we explore the depths of the mind like Nietzsche, the body, or the spirit, each mode of inquiry ends in the same place. We are one consciousness exploring itself infinitely, and that is what we are here to do. To be free to overcome ourselves and to discover our true nature as sovereign experiencers of reality and love. The Overman of this generation has the responsibility to develop mind, body, and soul so that each are enlightened or free. The freedom or enlightenment of the mind comes from a balanced intellectual pursuit for truth and overcoming the limitations of any and all ideologies. The freedom or enlightenment of the body comes through a balanced pursuit of strength, flexibility, and general freedom of movement, freedom from pain and rigidity. The freedom of the spirit comes through a freedom from the rigidity and limitations of the ego construct that separate us from awakening to higher dimensions of the self. This is the balancing of the trinity.